All right. Awesome. We are here with Katina Curran, right? We just talked about how to pronounce your name. Did I say it right? I've only known you like 10 years.
Right.
She is the owner of All Around Strength. And Katina, if you can I just kind of want to dive in, like all around strength. I like that because, at Macro Millionaire, we have the macro, which is the big picture. And when you say kind of all around, to me, that kind of speaks to like big picture or overall. What kind of tell me about the beginnings of your company and, why you named it that and a little bit more about you.
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah. All Around Strength. I had, kind of brainstormed for quite a while with my husband back and forth and tried to think of who I am. And it just kind of came to me, All Around Strength, because I want the physical health, I want the mental health, I want the emotional health, the social health. So to me, I mean, we have to be whole. We can't fix one part of ourselves and be whole. So that's that's how I came to it.
I love that. I always talk about the 5 F's as part of the macro, faith, family, fitness, fun, fulfillment, finances, So it's kind of like what you're saying, like the whole big picture, like, hey, I'm just not here to get you in great physical health, although that's huge what you do, of course, but your mentality has a lot to do that. Your mental health, especially in today's world. I think mental health is like one of the most important things out there right now.
Absolutely. Yep.
So that's really cool, Katina. I kind of want to talk maybe a little bit more about that, because I think when people think of like hiring a nutrition coach, they're like, hey, I'm going to hire someone to help get me ripped or, bench pressing a Buick. And who are kind of some of the people, I know that you could pretty much help everyone, you're equipped, but who are kind of some of the people that you're reaching out to the most as far as all around strength?
I would think age demographic would probably be my age, mid 40s, early 50s. That mom, almost grandma, dads, just kind of middle age, that aren't really looking to be that super pumped athlete, but they definitely want to gain the energy to get through the remaining of their lives. They need the energy for the kids or the grandkids. And they have the time right now. I mean, maybe their kids are growing and they're almost out of the house, or they've graduated and they're empty nesters. That's new to us within the last couple of years. So kind of blossoming into that and finding myself, I'm not just the mom. Right. I am a person. So it's just super important to find that person that has the time and is willing to put in the work for themselves. They know the importance.
I love that, because I know a big part of your program it deals with like behavior modification. And part of that course that you share with others is help people kind of identify their identity.
Yes.
And it's funny because I'm talking to, I'm only 43, but I'm talking to a lot and dads, and I have a lot of family members actually who, like my little niece or my little nephews, they're not little anymore, they're 24 and 23, and I'm seeing my sister have to kind of form a new identity. Like you said, she's not mom anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll always be mom. We just don't have those daily responsibilities. Yeah. So we've got to figure out how to fill our lives.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And I think that's very unique to what your coaching program includes. Is most coaching programs, they're not kind of diving into the person. It's just more about the superficial, like more about, hey, we're gonna lose fat, we're gonna gain muscle, but it's more like, hey, let's kind of heal or start from the inside out. And that's gonna start with your identity and
right.
Those habits and whatnot. So what else can I expect if I'm kind of I'm kind of that empty nester, or I'm later on maturing as I go, and I am looking at, hey, like I want the remaining 3 or 30 years, 40 years, whatever, to really be the quality time of my life. I don't want to decline in health and decline in age and things of that nature. What can I kind of expect from your program, from you as a coach?
Definitely motivation. I try to inspire every day. Even if I'm not seeing my clients every single day, I try to touch them somehow. maybe a motivational meme or something silly. But trying to just find their happiness and finding out their why is huge, why they want to do this, and just getting them to explore their life a little bit more and be open to new things. Because a lot of us, we get very comfortable in our routines. And so that's probably the biggest thing, is just opening up and allowing new things into our lives.
That's awesome. You know, and I know that we've had prior conversations as far as how much your coach offers. Like, you've got a tracking, you've got a workout app, you've got like thousands of meal plans, grocery lists, you know, resources. But I love what you kind of said is, hey, I'm touching my people daily. Because, you know, I think that a lot of coaches, and I think everything that you're equipped with is huge. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely huge. Like, you literally have a tool for any problem that a client might have, which is awesome. But what's really kind of stood out to me is when you said, hey, I communicate with my clients daily. Yeah. I think that's the missing link. Is a lot of coaches, I call them Insta coaches. You know, they get ripped and then they launch on Instagram and they coach for 60 days and then you don't see them again. But I think the reason for that is a lot of them are thinking that it could just be like a transaction. Like, hey, hire me, you're going to get your meal plan, and maybe next month we'll check in, see how it goes. And that model could work for, like, you know, certain transactional people. They're just like not relationship based. They're just like, hey, give me the plan, I'll go, see you later. But now more than ever, I just don't think that's our society.
Yeah, no. And I mean, that's what I love about Macromillionaire, is that I have been coaching for years. But when you approached me with this opportunity, was that all the resources and tools are already built, everything. So I could take a breath and I could really build relationships. And that's what's important to me.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So how can people contact you if I'm kind of like, hey, I've tried coaching before, but this sounds a little different. This kind of relationship approach sounds different. How can we get in touch with you? How can people like maybe do like a free game plan or a free consultation, or just kind of ask you questions?
Absolutely. I'm on Facebook, of course. And you can find my page, All Around Strength. And then I do have my coaching website as well. So with Macromillionaire. Okay,
cool. So I'll put links to that. When we release this interview. And what's your Instagram or Facebook handle? Is it just your name?
All Around Strength.
All Around Strength. Okay.
Yep.
And then personally, just Katina Curran.
Yep. It's Katina Patton Curran. My maiden name in there. So all those old school buddies can find me.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Love it. Cool. So what would you kind of say to the person? Because, you know, us as coaches, we have coaches for nutrition. Do you know what I mean? What would you say to the person who's maybe like, I think I need to level up my fitness. I like what I'm hearing, but man, I don't know. I'm just kind of caught in this paralysis. What would you say to that person that's listening to this right now, that you know that you can help to kind of get them just to take that first step into leveling up their health and fitness?
Stop thinking about it and jump.
I love it. Most people say just do it, but you're like, stop thinking and jump. That is great.
Jump. You will not regret it. I promise.
Awesome. Cool. Well, anyone listening, to all our listeners right now, definitely connect with this person. Even if you're like, you know what, I don't know if I'm really even looking for a coach right now, but connect to this person just to connect with her. Get to know her. She puts out so much free information on her social media. You're not going to scroll very long to get a fitness tip, a nutrition tip, something along those lines. So definitely a good person that you want to connect with, either Instagram, social media, or her page. So awesome, Katina. Thank you so much for your time. You rock, and I can't wait to see. I mean, your coaching business is already growing so quick. You're not necessarily new to this industry, and I really can't wait to see all the lives that you impact in the future. So thanks for your time today.
Thanks, Jesse.